ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्वी नावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै शांति 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 असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय शांति 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 Good afternoon. All of you had your lunch? వాయిస్ గట్టిగా రావట్లేదు. భోజనం చేశారా? వెరీ గుడ్. If you have this prayer book in your hand, you may please see page number 35, the first quote in the page. The world is ready to give up its secrets if we only know how to give it the necessary blow. The strength and force of the blow come through concentration. There is no limit to the power of the human mind. The more concentrated it is, the more power is brought to bear on one point. That is the secret. So the universe is ready to reveal its secrets You only need to know how to knock at it. So that knocking is concentration. You know, all the great technocrats, all the great engineers, scientists, whatever they have invented, they could invent only with the power of their concentration of mind. Right? Today we are talking about innovation and creativity. That will happen only when you have the focus and one pointedness of mind. And Swami is saying the highest secret is to know the truth behind this created universe, to know God. That you will attain when you have the highest degree of concentration of mind. Even to become successful in mundane life also, but you need a high degree of concentration. If you really want to become creative in your field, if you are doing run-of-the-mill type of jobs, mechanical jobs, which everybody does it, then you may not need highest degree of concentration. But if you really want to invent something, focus is required. Swamiji was sitting there meditating. You just see the posture. What he was trying to do there? He was trying to concentrate his mind. He wanted to have the highest degree of concentration because he wanted to go beyond the mind and see what lies behind the mind. So, you all have heard the story of Ekalavya? Did you hear the story of Ekalavya from the Mahabharata? But you know the story, right? At least the outline of the story you know. Ekalavya goes to Dronacharya because he had a great desire to learn archery. He goes to Dronacharya and asks him to teach archery. Drona refuses, saying that I am engaged by this princess. You are a Nishada, you are a tribe. I can't teach you along with these Rajaputras. So I am sorry, Dronacharya said. So what Ekalavya did, he goes back to his forest retreat. There actually erected the image of Dronacharya and then he practiced archery. And he practiced archery to such an extent that he even surpassed Arjuna. Once the Pandavas, they go to the forest on a hunting expedition. And their dog barks at Ekalavya, seeing that he is dwelling from a distance. Ekalavya, without even looking at the dog, just by listening the sound, he shoots 7 arrows. The arrows land in the mouth of the dog. And the dog could not bark further. Seeing this spectacle, Pandavas got surprised. This is a great skill in archery. They looked around for the person, but they couldn't see Ekalavya. Then ultimately, the dog brought them to the hermitage of Ekalavya. Then Arjuna asked him, where did you learn this archery? Then Ekalavya says, from Dronacharya, he showed the image. Arjuna goes back to Dronacharya and asks him, oh master, you said that you will make me the greatest archer in the world, but here is a man who excels me, who surpasses me in archery skill. Dronacharya said, I can't recollect anybody whom I thought actually, archery. There is nobody who excels you, Arjuna, in archery. I have not thought anybody else. But he told your name, O master, he said. No, I don't know. I don't remember to have thought archery skill to anybody else other than the Pandavas and the Kauravas, he said. Then ultimately they come to the forest and they go to the Ekalavya's hermitage. And Ekalavya, you know the story, right? Dronacharya asked, who taught you? Ekalavya showed the image, oh master, you only taught me. And he showed the image of Dronacharya. Dronacharya says that if you think I am your guru, if you think that I have taught you archery, can you give me Guru Dakshina? What happened thereafter? Thumb, right? Because now Dronacharya was in a very difficult situation. He promised Arjuna that he would make the best of the archer in the world, but here is a person who excels in Arjuna. But he has to keep his promise, he has to keep his word. It's true that Ekalavya is better than Arjuna in archery skill. Then Drona understood how he learnt. Dronacharya did not teach him directly, just by putting the image he learnt. What happened there? It is all science, it's not just a faith or belief, right? Every day he would start his practice of archery after falling prostrate before the image of the Guru. He would do a Sashtanga Pranam and then get up and practices. Because here he had no occasion to judge his teacher or Guru, because it was only an image, not in flesh and blood. Among all the Kauravas and the Pandavas to whom actually Dronacharya taught archery, Arjuna learned the maximum and the best because he had highest regard for his Guru and Guru Bhakti, because he surrendered himself at the feet of Guru. But his surrender was not complete like Ekalavya's. Because whenever actually human being, when a Guru comes, teacher comes to us in front of us in flesh and blood, we try to judge him because that is the nature of the human mind. So you will not develop the highest faith towards your Guru. And in my Guru also there are some faults, there are some defects. Right? That's what happens. Then you lose faith. But in case of Ekalavya, there was no occasion to judge his Guru. Complete surrender happened. When you just surrender yourself completely at the feet of your master, teacher, God actually will enter into your being and actually He gives you that highest degree of concentration. There is God behind this mind. Through complete surrender, you achieve that highest degree of concentration. Who taught archery to Ekalavya? God Himself taught him. Because he had no I, no ego sense. Because he surrendered it at the feet of his Guru. And can't I do the surrender without actually, putting up the image of the Guru? It's not possible. Not easy. Only I will remain. Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa used to say, there is suffering in the world. What is the root cause of suffering? I and mine. So my friends, from today onwards, when you go back home, tomorrow you make an experiment. How many times you use this first person pronoun I in your daily conversations? రోజులో ఎన్నిసార్లు నేను అన్న పదాన్ని ఉపయోగిస్తున్నారు దాన్ని కాస్త తగ్గించండి కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ పెరుగుతుంది ఓకే లెసన్ ద నంబర్ ఆఫ్ టైమ్స్ దట్ యూజ్ ఐ శ్రీరామకృష్ణ పరమహంస ఆల్వేస్ యూస్ టు సే దిస్ హీ నెవర్ యూస్ టు సే ఐ యూస్ టు ఫీల్ షై టు యూజ్ వర్డ్ ఐ నాట్ ఐ బట్ దౌ ఓ లార్డ్ నాట్ ఐ బట్ యూ ఓ లార్డ్ కాన్స్టెంట్లీ దట్ షుడ్ బి యువర్ ప్రేయర్ నేను కాదు నువ్వే ఐఎమ్ జస్ట్ అన్ ఇన్స్ట్రుమెంట్ ఇన్ యువర్ హ్యాండ్స్ ఓకే this body belongs to you. You work through it. You perform everything through it. This is an instrument in your hands. Not I but thou, not I but thou. That should be your stance song. Then you will have the highest degree of concentration. The biggest thing that disturbs our concentration, particularly young people, is this I, this unripe ego. That need to become mature, that need to become ripe. Sri Ramakrishna used to say, Kachami, Pakami. Kachami means unripe ego. Pakami means ripe ego. Only when the ego becomes ripe, it becomes easy to concentrate the mind. When the ego is unripe, you will find it very difficult to focus your mind. So today onwards, don't use this I much. Try to surrender at the feet of the Lord. You will have a high degree of concentration. What other prakriyas or what other methods you can employ to improve your concentration, I will tell you in my subsequent prayer meetings. Thank you. Have a nice day. Please.